Cooking with Yvonne Douglas. Today we're going to talk about a couple of things. The first thing is Cuisinel products. I actually just purchased 2 cast iron skillets on Amazon. So I'm going to try those out and see if it's good. It cost me under $100. Cast iron skillets are usually really expensive, so I'm going to try this product out and see how it works for me. Plus, we're going to make a really delicious blackened tilapia and make a little mayonnaise with cilantro and lime juice with it that goes with it, and also some veggies, you know, some corn and peas and carrots, and that's going to be our dinner tonight, so stay tuned. Okay, so welcome back. So I'm going to show you my skillets here. These are Cuisinel products, and these are I got 2 cast iron skillets, and cast iron skillets are very, very heavy. These come pre-seasoned. The instructions say here that when you season your Cuisinel products, there are 3 easy steps. One is to rub a light layer of oil over the entire surface of the pan. That includes inside, outside, even the handle. Now these rubber handles, they give you these handles here to add on so you don't burn yourself when you're touching the handle, but of course you would oil that. And then, after it's all oiled with a cloth, and it says not to use olive oil, you would put it in the oven. You would bake the pan upside down for 1 hour at 400 degrees. They said expect a little smoke. And then it says line the bottom of the oven with foil to catch any excess oil. Expect some smoke. Cool the pan in the oven. And that is exactly how you would season it. These come pre-seasoned, like I said, and for washing instructions, it just says wash with warm water and non-abrasive brush, or by hand. You can use a mild dish soap, but it's not necessary, it says. Dry thoroughly and rub a very light layer of oil over the pan to coat, preferably while the pan is still warm. And then store in a warm, dry place. So I'm gonna try these products out. Like I said, these are very, very heavy, but cast iron skillets are awesome when you're blackening. And today we're going to work on some tilapia. We're going to be blackening some tilapia, and I'm going to show you how to make this mayonnaise, cilantro mixture. It has a little bit of lime juice, has some onions in it, and that's what we're gonna use to eat with our tilapia. Plus, we're going to make a little veggie dish on the side. It's just gonna have some corn and some carrots and green beans. And I'm gonna show you how to put and throw all that together. So stay tuned. Okay, so what I wanna show you first is what we're gonna use for the blackening. So I have here, this is one, now I'm making 2 tilapia fish here. Now fish is very important for your diet. I'm not a huge fish eater. However, once in a while, I like some tilapia. I love shrimp though. I love shrimp and I love scallops. But usually that's the extent. But fish is it should be part of your diet. So I think it's healthy, and that's what we're gonna focus on today. So we're gonna make these tilapia, and tilapia is fairly inexpensive too. So I have 1 tablespoon of Hungarian paprika. That's that Szeged brand that I always use. So if some people say paprika, I say paprika. But anyway, you can get paprika at the store. Central Market carries the Szeged brand, so you can go to Central Market and get it, but this is sweet paprika, really good. So I'm gonna put that in this baking pan here. I also have here, this is 1/4 teaspoon of thyme, and then I have 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper mixed with some red pepper flakes. So that's gonna give it that real zip. And then we have oregano. This is a half a teaspoon of oregano. And then this is half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And then this is half a teaspoon of onion powder. And then I also have a half a teaspoon of salt and a half a teaspoon of fresh grounded black pepper. So I'm gonna put that all in this dish here. I'm gonna stir it up a little bit. Now, if you're making more fish, you probably want to increase the ingredients, but this should be good. As I'm looking at it, I think I added 1 tablespoon of Hungarian, is that good? Paprika, I'm gonna make it 2 tablespoons. I'm going to eyeball it because I have my measuring thing in the sink, so that's approximately a tablespoon. So I'm going to mix that. You do want to double the paprika. That's really going to give it a nice dark color. Okay, so we're back, and I have here my, this is melted butter. I have 3 tablespoons of melted butter. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip my tilapia fish into the butter and then into the seasoning. And then I'm going to add it to my skillet. Now my skillet I need to heat up. I'm going to put that on a medium flame for right now. I am going to add some extra virgin olive oil to it, but we're going to start out first heating the pan, and you want that really nice and hot, and then we're going to add some extra virgin olive oil and then the fish. All right? So basically I'm going to dip my fish here, my tilapia, in the melted butter, and then I'm going to add it to my spices. Just like that. You want to make sure it's nice and coated. And remember I said this is good for 2, but if you wanted to make more, then you would have to double those amounts on the seasoning. All right, I've got my butter here. Get all those spices on it. And I like using these baking pans too for this. This is another cool idea. This way, you know, it doesn't go all over the place. It keeps it nice and contained. All right, let me go wash my hands real quick. Okay, so I'm heating up my skillet here. I'm making sure it's nice and hot before I add my extra virgin olive oil, and then I'm gonna add my tilapia. Okay, so my tilapia here, it's on a medium flame, and I'm going to add some extra virgin olive oil, not a lot, just a little bit to the pan. And then I'm gonna add my fish. You can hear that sizzle. That's exactly what you want to hear. Oh, it's gonna be so good. We're gonna cook that approximately 4 minutes on both sides, and then it should be done. And then I'm gonna show you how to make that mayonnaise cilantro mix, so stay tuned. Okay, so it's been approximately 3-4 minutes. So I'm gonna flip it over. And we're going to continue to cook that side for about 3 to 4 more minutes. So for the last minute, I have it covered, and I want to keep it covered for the last minute or so. And then, voila. Oh, that looks so good. Mmm, smells fantastic. Oh, I cannot wait. All right, so I'm going to turn this off. And I'm going to just put it on a plate. Wow, look at that. Oh, that looks so good, guys. Okay, so welcome back. So let me show you how we're gonna cook up our veggies. Basically, I have 2 tablespoons of butter in this little pot here, and I have approximately a 1/4 cup of onions that are cut small, very small. And I am going to be using some canned vegetables. That's just easy. It's already done. It's already cut up. So I have here my onions, my butter. I'm going to add 1 can of corn. This is whole kernel corn. Of course, you want to drain it first. Make sure you take out most of the liquid. And then we're also going to add some peas and carrots. Just like that. So I am blending the two. And it's going to be in that butter and the onions. I'm going to add just a little salt and pepper to it. See how easy this is? Not hard. This is just a regular home cooked meal. That anyone can do this. And a little freshly ground black pepper. Give that a nice little stir. Give it a little taste, see if it needs anything. Nope. Yummy. Just gotta heat it up. And now I'm going to show you how to make that mayonnaise mixture, so stay tuned. Okay, so for my mayonnaise mixture, I'm going to be using a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise. I'm using Hellmann's mayonnaise. This is just the regular mayonnaise, it's not light. And I'm going to put it in this bowl here. Now, like I said earlier, if you're making more fish, then you probably want to change this 1/2 cup to maybe 1 cup. Okay, I have some cilantro here that I kind of already cut up. This is approximately 1/4 cup of cilantro, maybe a little bit less than 1/4 cup. You want to cut that and chop it very small. I also have probably about 2 tablespoons of chopped white onion that I'm going to add. Let me add these 2. This is my onion and then my cilantro. And then I'm going to add 1 cut lime, the juice of the lime. I'm just going to squeeze both of them. This is kind of like a rough estimate. Stir that together. And that's all you do, guys. That is so easy. And it's going to taste really great with our tilapia. Let's look at our vegetables here. Our vegetables are pretty much done. So it looks like I can arrange my plate and give it a great taste test, so stay tuned. Okay, so we're gonna give it a nice taste test here. And taste my fish. Oh, that's yummy. Wow. A little bit with that mayo mixture. The mayo goes really, really well with it. It's, for me, it's slightly spicy. Once in a while, I can't really handle spicy food, but once in a while I like it. And this is really good. The cayenne pepper mixed with those pepper flakes a little bit. That's what's really giving it the zing. But with the mayonnaise, it cuts it. And it tastes really, really yummy together. And the veggies are great. This is a great little meal to make, and I hope you enjoy it. Happy cooking, bye-bye.